I'm G-Stack.
I'm Deev DaGreed.
And you're watching Thizzler, so subscribe below. Vill and I hooked up because Vill wanted me to executive produce his record. So after I started doing it, Vill, we the way me, we in the streets. So the only way we knew how to do it is I'm the talent, you the money, let's split it. But Vill is not a dumb businessman. And if he's doing all the work and all I'm doing is hand him a couple of dollars, he ain't really, that don't sound like a split to him. So he's like, man, you just need to rap. We just split this stuff together. So that's how we created that. But when me and Vill did Delinquents, all we thought about was Oakland. We just thought about representing our culture. We didn't care what nobody outside of Oakland was doing. And that was the reflection of our music, and that's kind of what we represented, and that's what we stood by. That's why when you, again, do a record like I'm So Oakland, we have to do it, because that's how we feel. We felt like we were the face of Oakland, and Delinquents was, again, N.E.W Records, because, we was doing whatever we had to do to put it together. But we felt as if we didn't represent Oakland, then Oakland wasn't gonna be represented right. And that's kind of still my mindset, and that's how I represent Oakland, that's how I represent the village, that's how I represent my family, and it keeps me focused and level, Well, what happened was Fab hit me, and I got on another song on his record, right? He was like, man, I'm on Thiz, I'm doing it, because Fab is, I remember Fab when he was riding around in a nigga Latin van, a truck, and flagged me down, told me, hey man, listen to my Delinquents, man, let me listen to my shit, and he gave me his shit. And then he called me, I gave him my number, and he called me because everybody know I got the same number, and I don't mind giving my number out, because if I ain't fucking with you, I ain't fucking with you feel me? So I was like, he called me, I'm like, man, what you thought about it? I said, I thought it was cool, little blood, but I just think you need to, and he was like, all right, well, let me come to the studio, I'm gonna show you what I can do, bro, I'm telling you. So we was working on the first mixtape at the time, the first Delinquent mixtape at the time. So Fab came through and he blew our mind, bro. He got in there and freestyled one song, we're like, man, get in there and do another one then. He freestyled another one, man, and that's kind of how the relationship was made. So after that, he started calling me Unc. And he reached out to me like, hey, I'm working on this album, Unc, I want you to get on it. So boom, I got on one song. I left after I did that song. He called me 2 days later, like, EA Ski and CMT got me this beat, bro, and it's gonna be my single. I need you on it, bro. And I was like, all right, man, I already got on something. He's like, man, you gotta get on this way. I'm like, just send it to me. He sent it to me. And man, I just said, I'm gonna do something fresh to it. And I did that second verse, and it came out incredible. And when it came out, I know Oakland, and I know that. Now, did I think it would last 15 years later? Hell no, you know what I mean? But I know Oakland, and Oakland supports the shit out of Oakland. So I knew by it being an Oakland song, I had to get on there and represent my hood and my part of Oakland. So I did, and I knew that they was gonna embrace it, but never would I have imagined that, 12, 13 years later, I could still go and perform that song, and they sing the word for word. And it's an incredible feeling, it is. When we saw the Priority, we went over there around the time when Master P was there, when JT the Bigger Figure was there, and Q was running things over there. So,
Priority was Priority. You feel me? When there was like,
so when we got to Priority, we just coming from independent and again being the face of Oakland, we didn't feel like we was a priority at Priority. You know what I mean? So when we did Bosses Will Be Bosses, we was like, man, we just want to kind of cut ties with you guys. We'd rather do this thing independent so that we can at least know that the focus is there, because we felt like also they wasn't putting enough love in Oakland, because that was kind of part of our stipulation, make us look huge in Oakland, make sure Oakland get the love, because we kind of felt like we was the mascot. So they didn't really do that with the first record. So we wasn't gonna allow them to do it with the second one. So we did it ourselves. But we really appreciated Priority because we learned a lot there. We rubbed shoulders with some great people there. And again, we knew Master P before he went over there, but we rubbed shoulders with some great people, and it kind of if it wasn't for Priority, Bosses would have never been created because our mind had changed. It was like, okay, we got to represent Oakland big this time. And that's what we did. Well, what we're doing is, with Purple City too, it's a compilation. So we're working with a little bit of everybody, but I gotta personally, we're a family-owned business, so we messing with our family. Got my niece Young, and I got my son Young Stack, and we're working within the family, but we also, highlighting a lot of other people's talents because hey, if they want to come on board, they can come on board, but for the most part, the way this game is and being independent, it's a lot of ways you can do this on your own. You don't necessarily need a label, so we got action at a lot of people, but we really kind of letting people,
we're doing us.
Exactly,
Do our own way, you know what I'm saying? That's what we're trying to do right now. But we fuck with everybody though, you know what I'm saying? Like, definitely. Everybody on the album, on the
and we love our local artists, man. We love doing business with local artists, and because I feel like it's not enough of that coming from where we're from. So that's kind of what my records represent, like unity at best though. Major labels probably, they have all the money and they have radio on lock. But as well as you see, Mozzie's doing great with no radio. You know what I mean? So you can win either way. You know what I mean? Now I'm seeing, major labels see you moving and they just jump in to get a piece of your pie. They're not jumping in to get you a piece of theirs. So being independent kind of sort of is the way to go at this point.
Shit, all you need is a good social media outlet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
For real. Like I remember one time I read up something on Kevin Hart and he did one of the movies. I don't know whether it was Think Like a Man or something like that. One of the movies he did, but they wanted him to blast it out on his social media. And he was like, all right, pay me. I have millions of followers. You have to pay me for that. Y'all pay me to act. You know what I mean? I did my part in the movie, but now, you want me to promote it to my people, pay me. And I believe they didn't pay him and he did not promote it. You know what I mean? So like he said, social media that's the outlet. If you got 3-4 million followers, why do you need a label? Well, I know that, I was 8 months old taking pictures in the Village. So I've seen a lot and I love that place, It's made me, who I am. So to watch me come from a kid to being a grown man and be able to still, go home and be able to still hang out and chill, that place is incredible. It is made, again, Lil D's from there, you know what I mean? Project Papa from there, Seagroom, Yuck, Pooh Man, you know what I mean? So if y'all don't know, the Vill got talent, man. You know what I'm saying? So my fondest memory was when we was kids. I don't know if they can do that now, but when we was kids, we would wake up in the morning, 7, 8 o'clock, and it's somebody outside playing every day. And we would go outside and play from 7, 8 o'clock in the morning to, in the summertime, we'd be out there to midnight. No video games, no nothing. Hell, sometimes we didn't even eat. It was that much fun. Growing up in there, you couldn't come in there without an invitation. And if you didn't know somebody that lived in there and they was reputable, then you was gonna have a hard time. They was gonna strip you, raise you, and they didn't give a damn. And if you let somebody in there who not from there and we got a problem with them, then you gotta move and they gotta leave. So, the Village was it was like a world in its own. Like,
shout out Malcolm F.
Yeah.
Period.
Stay true, keep it solid.
To your true though.
Yeah, keep it, because I remember when we was coming out, people was trying to test people, Vill, Delinquents. And they'll run up on you. If you say something that you not about in that record, then if you represent gangsta and you look like you not, then we running up on you. I remember one time I was in West Oakland and I had on some glasses and a little youngster said, "You G-Stack?" He said, man, you look way more gangster without your glasses on. Right? I said, well, don't let them glasses fool you because I am who I am, right? But just the perception is really important. So I think that, you know, staying true, respecting your grind, keeping respect on your name, respecting others, and definitely, you know, you can't do no hating. If you want to do something great, you can't do no hate, you know, because I believe God finds that energy and he'll deal with you accordingly, you know. So just keep it real and keep pushing and, you know, as best you can, set your own trend, you know, be a trendsetter. What you think?
Period. Stay true to yourself, just sum it up. If it's what you want to do, just stay true to it. You know who you is. Don't go outside your box, you feel me?
Yeah.
Here, you go outside your box, it's greasy. You know what I'm saying? That's why they say your own lane, your own way, just do you. You know what I'm saying? Bottom line.
And if they don't see you today, you just gotta pray they see you tomorrow.